Which is the largest pond in this park. There is a little bit of open water out here. We had a couple of days of some warm weather, and looks like there's about 20 geese out there enjoying the unfrozen water. Alright, so there's quite a bit of wind today, even though it's a bit warmer. So we ducked off to the woods away from the disconnect pretty quickly and easily. Yep, leave the hip belt still on. Great if I might be taking a break, like we're going to be taking a break. Though I use this sled a lot for hauling gear and going winter backpacking, I found out years ago that my Pulk was outstanding for pulling around kids. So this is kind of things I've done to make them a little bit more comfortable while they're in the sled. First of all, they're dressed really well. Non-cotton layers, a good windproof and waterproof layer on the outside here from Patagonia. So I have a Thermarest Z-Lite mattress on the bottom, folded up, that insulates them really well from the cold of the ground. It's also pretty comfortable and it absorbs a lot of the shock. And along the side here I put a couple of these Thermarest Z-Lite seats on the side just to kind of prop up the back. And back of the seat, I have a winter sleeping bag, which is great in case we happen to have an emergency. Kind of held in here with a bungee cord, and it really pads them in the back. So my snowshoeing companion today is my lovely 16-month-old daughter, and she's a pretty good champ with going outside with Dad. Even when it's kind of cold and windy out. But guess what? It's snack time. Those good goldfish? Yeah. Snack time's going on. I'll show you a little bit about my Pulk setup here. First of all, my harness. This is actually an old backpack harness from an Osprey. And what I did, I stitched the loops together here that actually held the backpack on and gave it some stability. And with these, I just hooked my carabiner in to my rope. One thing I did this year is I was just using regular 550 cord in here, but I was getting a little bit of too much stretch, so I switched to, I think that's 4mm rock climbing accessory cord. and it's perhaps a little bit more static, and I like to pull on it, which really help with the stability of pulling the sled. This is actually it's a PVC pipe, 1/2 inch. I picked it up from the hardware store. It says right here it's for potable water, hot and cold. It's got a little bit of flex to it. Pretty lightweight, and I'm using this for I think about 2 or 3 years now with this Pulk setup, and I've been pretty happy. Okay, so again, my attachment to the sled, I've got my accessory cord here. It's a figure 8 on a bite, clipped in, and again, this is going to a cable clamp that I just bolted right to the sled. See in here, and it's holding really well. The sled I'm using is a Jet Sled Jr, and I picked this sled up probably 10 years ago, and it's a real bomb-proof sled. It's not always the slickest thing in the woods, but I've had great luck with it. So one thing is, what I did do is I drilled a few holes actually all over the side of the sled, give myself some nice attachment points. I also installed 4 eye bolts, 2 on each side. Works really well with these UST clip straps, which I use to secure my gear and give her a little bit of a handrail. Another new thing I did is I installed a rope on the back here that we can kind of use as a back rope, especially let's say I have somebody that's injured, I'm trying to move in the sled, and I have a party with me, somebody can be on the back kind of, so the sled doesn't collide into me as I'm going downhill with a heavy load. It's also really nice for picking up and carrying over fallen trees. Alright, so I threw my pack into the Pulk, and with my survival gear in there, plus my daughter, we're probably up to right around 50 pounds, and I'm pulling this with no issues at all. One of the things I really love about coming here to Bond Lake is that there's so many different types of terrain and environments here. You have some old orchards, open fields, some really nice hardwoods, softwoods. You've got these cool rock formations right here. And of course you have, what is it, 4 ponds. So lots of different things to do and see. One thing to do when you're hiking with babies and toddlers especially is you have to stop every couple minutes and check them out. They're not going to tell you if they're getting really cold or if they're getting frostbite. So make sure that they're dressed appropriately and check them every couple minutes. And as always, when they're on the sled, always turn around, because not that they fell out, but most likely they're taking your gear and throwing it on the sled on the way.